Classification is the systematic organization of living organisms into groups based on shared characteristics and evolutionary relationships. This practice allows scientists to identify, name, and understand the diversity of life on Earth. Organizing organisms into groups helps in studying them more effectively by highlighting similarities and differences. The process of classification is crucial because it provides a universal language for biologists across the world, enabling them to communicate about species and their relationships with precision. The foundation of classification lies in grouping organisms based on common traits, which may include physical features, genetic similarities, and evolutionary history. Traditionally, classification started with broad categories like kingdoms, which include large groups of organisms with fundamental similarities, and narrows down to species, the most specific level where organisms are nearly identical in their characteristics. As science has advanced, especially with the advent of genetic analysis, classification systems have evolved to reflect new understandings of relationships among organisms. For instance, the discovery of DNA and the ability to sequence genomes have provided deeper insights into how species are related, leading to significant revisions in classification systems. These changes are necessary because scientific understanding is always expanding, and as new data emerge, they often challenge or refine previous classifications. This dynamic nature of classification reflects the ongoing process of discovery in biology. Organisms are named using the binomial system, which assigns each species a two-part Latin name consisting of the genus and species. This system, developed by Carl Linnaeus in the 18th century, provides a standardized way to name organisms, avoiding the confusion of local or common names that can vary widely between regions and languages. The genus name, which is always capitalized, identifies the broader group to which the species belongs, while the species name, which is not capitalized, pinpoints the specific organism within that genus. For example, the binomial name Homo sapiens refers to human beings, where Homo is the genus and sapiens the species. The binomial system is crucial for scientific communication because it allows precise identification of organisms, ensuring that scientists across the world can accurately refer to the same species. Evolutionary trees, also known as phylogenetic trees, are visual representations that show the evolutionary relationships among different species or groups of organisms. These trees are constructed based on data from various sources, including morphology, genetics, and biochemistry. The branches of an evolutionary tree represent the lineage of organisms, with each branch point, or node, indicating a common ancestor shared by the organisms that diverge from that point. The closer two species are on the tree, the more recently they share a common ancestor and, therefore, the more closely related they are. Evolutionary trees help scientists understand the pathways of evolution, revealing how species have diverged from one another over time. They also illustrate the concept of common descent, showing that all living organisms are related through a vast and complex history of evolution. These trees are constantly being refined as new information becomes available, reflecting our deepening understanding of life's history. In summary, classification is the method by which living organisms are organized into groups, enabling scientists to study and communicate about biodiversity effectively. As scientific knowledge grows, classification systems evolve to reflect new insights, particularly those gained from genetic research. The binomial naming system ensures that species are identified consistently across the globe, while evolutionary trees provide a visual representation of the relationships between species, illustrating the shared history of life on Earth. Through these systems, biologists can explore the connections among all forms of life, enhancing our understanding of the natural world.